All right. So thank you so much for jumping on today, man. I really appreciate it. For those of you that don't know, I'm with Will Walden here. He's an absolute beast out on the field. I've been watching him on the Pittsburgh Outlaws. And he just has some natural instincts, and I'm always very impressed with your play. So thank you again for popping on. How's your day going? Is everything going good?
It's
Yeah,
it's going great. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
not a problem at all. Let's see. So I just want to start off right away and say congratulations for being nominated in the USA Bowl. It's absolutely incredible, a great feat. I was just wondering where you were at during the time that you received the news, and then also how you felt about that and what it meant.
Yeah, I was at work. I work at UPS, and I was currently driving for peak season, and I was on the road, and one of my buddies reached out to me, and he was like, "Hey, man, I was talking to this coach that's going to play in this national game down in Florida, and he's really looking for an outside linebacker." And he was like, he was asking about it, and he put me in connection. He was like, he was basically just like, "Yeah, I know the perfect guy. I've got the perfect fit for it." And he sent him my way, and he got a hold of me, and told me like everything about it, the ins and outs, what I needed to know, the fees, just everything about it. And I don't know. I was excited. I couldn't wait. And just knowing it's the USA Bowl, just, I don't know. I couldn't explain the feelings I had. I was excited. First thing I did was call my dad and tell him, and I was pumped. I was pumped.
Very good. Yeah, I would be excited too. And this is where did you say this one was at? This game is located at?
This game, it's in Daytona, Florida.
Oh, very nice. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
yeah.
kind of like bruise around a little bit. I will say it's very well deserved. Like I said previously, anytime that I watch you on the Outlaws, you just have a very natural instinct for the football. It seems like every single time that somebody on the opposing team, is running a play, you're always there. Whether whether you make the tackle or not, you're always in the vicinity. And also the ball. I mean, I know that you've
Right,
been
right.
that's crazy. I know that linebackers they get their pieces with their hands, but at the same time, it's just anytime it gets around your area, it's almost like you're a defensive back with the hands that it's used. So I have to ask you, like, how were you able to hone in all these skills throughout your lifetime and be able to be the stud linebacker that you're able to be out on the field, and also not just in your lifetime, but also recently? How do you keep honing in those skills and keep improving upon
So throughout school, like for the past 12 years, up until I graduated high school, I played basketball, football, and baseball. So like I was always doing a sport year round, just hand-eye coordination, just working on something all the time. And then after I graduated, I was done with football. I was supposed to go to Fairmont State to play football for college, and I decided in the meantime to go to work, and I got on at UPS. And after that, I just stuck it out there and didn't get back into it. But once I got back into football, I got the opportunity through Derek Valrico with the West Virginia Leviathan semi-pro team. And then since then, I got together with a couple of my buddies. We started hitting the field up again and just grinding it out. I'm in the gym, out on the field, working on my 40, working on agility skills, working on my hands, linebacker drills, just working on everything I can to just keep on top of it. That's what I've been doing recently for it. But just honestly, just being around a sport year round since I was 5, 6 years old, I feel like that's really been the biggest part of it.
it? Okay. Yeah, it's definitely visible. Even throughout this season, I've seen you still improve, and I will say it's great to watch you ball. It's great to watch you, or it's great to get media of you balling. So definitely keep doing what you're doing. And speaking of the speed and the instincts and everything like that, I heard you had a really good 40 time. Trying out for the Ohio Valley Ironman in FIA. So I was wondering that if you could tell us anything about that tryout and how it went and how you felt, and the 40 speed if you have it. I don't know if you have the exact time or not, but if you want to brag about it, you can. But just obviously how it went and any updates on that.
Yeah, so I had a guy reach out. It was actually Derek Valrico, the one with the Leviathan. He told me about it, and he was like, "Hey, man, it's a big opportunity. This is professional football." He was like, "You get paid to play. You play in Mexico, Texas, Florida. You play all across the country." And he was like, "I'm gonna go to this tryout, and you and I should go." So we went, and I mean, honestly, at first I was pretty nervous, but once we got in and got settled in, I felt confident, felt good, and I just wanted to run like a 4.8. Like I'd have been happy with a 4.8, 4.7. I'd have been stoked. And I got up, I ran my 40, and we didn't know our times until after we were done with the whole combine. After we ran like the shuttle drill, we did everything. And when we went up to the paper, I looked at it and I went down. I see my name and I read my 40 time, and I had to check it a couple times because I was like, that's a little fast. And it said I ran a 4.66, so I was pretty excited about that. I was stoked.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
impressive. I couldn't even imagine honestly what a slower guy like me would be able to run, and I'll be very good. Sometime with some media, maybe we can do a race and we can see just how glad you or just how bad you blow me out of the water there.
Hey, I'm down to try.
I really hope I really hope you get the team. I really wish you the best on that. It's well deserved. I'm sure if they've been watching any of the film, also from the Outlaws, I know that you're on a couple different teams, so I know that that would definitely be something that they would be impressed with. So congratulations on that as well. That's also a pretty big feat to be able to try out with them. And then
Thank
speaking of the Outlaws, I know that the Outlaws have been doing really good. Now, granted, in the WIF league, I know that we've been having some cancellations and everything like that. So I know that it's been a little bit rough and that we've been waiting for another game. But what do you think about with the team? I know that they're gelling really well. They're undefeated currently. I know that they've only played 3 or 4 games, but they've been doing really good. First seed, locked up home division, or they locked up home field in the playoffs. Why do you think that the team gels so well together, especially with a lot of the players being new, a lot of rookies this year? It just seems like they've been almost playing with each other for years.
Right, right. Honestly, I showed up to the first tryout, well, the first practice that I was able to attend, and everybody just felt like family. Like it was super quick. Everybody just bonded really good. The connection was there. And I know a couple of our guys, like we got semi-pro team, so they already had the connection and bond. And then once we got with them, it just honestly everything just it flown together really well. Like everybody just merged, everybody clicked. We just feel like family. It's good. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys, a better teammates, and just we're all there to pick each other up, and we just play so well together naturally. Like everything just flows really well.
Yeah, I can definitely see that as well. Um, and I mean, like I said, I think you have a couple of interceptions on the season, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, very good. And I know that one of them, just an absolute beast play, was the chance to seal the game. But yeah, I was wondering what was going through your head in that play. If you saw something in particular, if you saw a certain read, and how you just kind of jumped on that.
So I haven't scored a touchdown since it's been a while. Like I haven't scored a touchdown in a couple years. I didn't score any in semi-pro this year. I had a couple pick six and fumble recoveries, but didn't get one in the end zone. I didn't take one to the house, and they ran. I don't know. I just felt different going to this game. I felt good. I felt confident, and they were running the ball all game. They didn't pass at all, so we really weren't expecting the pass. And they ran kind of like a it was kind of like a toss. They ran a toss to the running back, and he was swinging wide, so we all just flew over to the ball. And as I was in my moment of getting over and scraping, I'd seen the back come out of the backfield. It was kind of like running a screen in a sense. It was kind of, they sold the run really well, but it was kind of like a screen. And as soon as I seen him come out, I kind of read it and I jumped the route. And the running back just planted his feet and threw it across the middle. And I was able to get across from him, catch it. I had to break a tackle. And then I had one defender to beat. I think it was their running back. And I kind of hit him with an outside step and got in. And I mean, he was on like the 1 yard line. So I knew I either had to just try to run him over or try to beat him to the outside. So I just tried to get around him and get in. And once I got in, like the team went crazy. That's another thing with the team is once you do something, they're all there. They just swarm you. They're all hyped up. It's just a great high energy team.
But especially on the defense, you only dream about getting a touchdown. So I'm
Yeah,
sure that it felt really, really good. I know you're like a
yeah.
really cool guy, but let me tell you, I'm sure that I don't know what the penalties are in the league or anything like that, but I at least would have been spiking that thing to the moon. So, is there anything at all that, like any type of shout outs, any type of games, like is there a way to watch the bowl game? Is there streaming that they'll have for it?
Yeah, so they have like it's on the USA Bowl page. So they've got a link for it and they'll be streaming it for everybody to watch. And then after that, actually, my semi-pro team, the Western Virginia Leviathan, we got invited to go play in a national bowl down in Florida the following day. So I'll be playing Saturday and Sunday, and both the games will be live streamed. And I'll share the link so you could be able to have it and watch it or whatever.
Awesome. Thank you so much
Yeah.
again. I just, round of applause. I don't know if, yeah, there we go. Now my camera's taking it. But you got the USA Bowl. You got the invitation for the tryouts. You did the tryout. You've been doing great with the Outlaws, and absolutely, I just wish you the best in everything. And I really hope everybody tunes into this because it's a pleasure to hear that. Now, I mean, with you absolutely being a beast like that, and what's like? Do you have pregame rituals? Do you have like music that you listen to? What's the music that you listen to?
This is a funny topic. So I don't have like a certain artist or anybody in particular. I kind of bounce around a lot. Like I can listen to people from like I don't know, I kind of jump genres too. It can go from like today's hits with listen to like Lil TJ and Kendrick Lamar, anybody of that sort, and Sexy Red, Glorilla. Like I'm all over the place. Zach Bryan, and I kind of like start out with my music on because the Outlaws are 3 hours away from me. So like from my house, my home games are away games too. So I've got a long trip just to think about everything and, really get in my head about what I'm going to do and just start to overthink. So I just try to listen to music and relax for the first 2 hours. And then the last hour, I kind of amp it up and start listening to my gym music and trying to really lock in and get myself going and ready to go play some football and hit some people.
Well, it definitely shows. Again, thank you so much for coming on. Again, everybody, Will Walden. Anything that absolute beast and legend. If you can see this guy play at all, I would definitely take a chance on him. So thank you again, man. I would definitely be in touch and reach out to you and everything.